This is awkward. You're expecting a bard, or at the very least a storyteller of merit. Instead, you get a thief. If it's any consolation, I am a damned good thief. Or I was. But you see, I've made a mistake. I've stolen something that needs tending. I have stolen something that, without my intervention, will surely die. I've stolen a story. My name is Vanda, and for the very first time in my life, I mean to tell the truth. The truth of the five. Don't expect flowery language or poignant metaphor. I am not some god's damned bard. But in a realm forgotten, you will remember them. You will remember the five. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of The Realms Remembered. Everybody's antsy back in the green room, but we are getting ready to play here in our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, set in a mixture of the Forgotten Realms, and of course, inspired by the one and only Baz Luhrmann. Music, romance, fighting, intrigue. Maybe we'll have it all, we'll see. What I wanted to let you all know, though, those of you watching here on Twitch, you will see that there is a poll that has just been generated for the Cult of Personality. Please vote with a exclamation point, vote, and then the name of your favorite, or the player that you believe should receive 1d4 of renown. This will make their trip through this area of the Forgotten Realms a little bit easier, as they will become more well-known. We hit this poll because of several donations last week that were brought to us by Sphinx, Levi, and Hawk. Thank you very much, Legionnaires. We appreciate it very much. I would say in my watch-through, or my re-watch-through, that those donations likely saved a few lives. So, Legion plays a large part in the narrative that we do here on Tales from the Grim. If you would like to take a more active part, please look down. You can see where you can give advantages or plot armor to one or all of the party. You can join in the madness if you'd like, create your own character, and join us here in the Realms Remembered. But that's how you can influence our narrative. How are we here? We're here because of the benevolence of Roll20. So if you would like to generate your own realms to be remembered, upload your own maps and tokens, you go onto their browser-enabled virtual tabletop. It is our VTT of choice here at Roll20. So if you go onto www.roll20.net// Realms Remembered, you will go and be able to open up a free account and begin your own journeys and adventures in your own realms for D&D or any system. And finally, it's the holiday season coming up, and if you have 3,000 sets of dice you would like to get, please get them from Die Hard Dice. And whenever you load them into your cart, I would like you to go to the coupon code and type in The Grim, and then you will receive 15% off those 3,000 sets of immaculate diehard dice. But that was that, and now is now. The last thing I will leave you with on how you can affect the game, and I will put it right here. If you retweet our going live tweet, I've made a few changes. Normally, if we hit 30 retweets in one game, a magic item would be added to the group. Somewhere in the world that the group could possibly find. We've placed one and one has been found. If we reach 30 this episode, I will up the rarity to rare. A rare magic item will be found if we have 30 retweets in this episode. If we have 40 retweets in the episode, I will introduce an item from one of the characters' backstories. I have 5 such items ready to go. I just need the Legion to activate the fun. So that's that. Please retweet, let everyone know that we're live, and then sit back with your favorite beverage of choice. No judging. I'm perfectly capable of having coffee and not coffee. But now, instead of drinking, let's have fun. Go back into the Realms Remembered and meet our fantastic cast. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Realms Remembered. We all know who you are. We'll talk to you a little bit more at the end of this session, but what I would like to do right now is go to the roof of Ironbender's Pagoda here at the Bend, a village between Waterdeep to the north and Baldur's Gate to the south. A village that's had, well, our heroes have arrived. And ever since our heroes arrived, strange things have been afoot. Coincidence or serendipity? We'll have to see. But right now, as we look at the top of the pagoda, we see Ulfsik and Bianca as they regard 2 books, one scaled in red, one scaled in white. And I will ask my friends as we start, what do you do?
Don't touch him. Just... I'm not sure if you were gonna, maybe not. You know about the books, right?
They have pages in them, and those books in particular, do they have things about them?
Those are bad books.
What is bad about them?
They're smutty.
What does that mean?
They're for private thing. I will walk into the lean-to, and I'm going to... Can I scoop them up in my bag without touching them?
Describe how you'd like to do that.
Open my bag, and I'm gonna shimmy them in.
Are they on a table? Can I try to, like, pick up the table and, like, slide them
in?
No, they're sitting on the, as the narrative described at the end of last episode,
pallet?
There's a pallet, and they're kind of off to the side of the pallet in the loose pebbles that make up the surface beneath the lean-to. The loose pebbles make up the surface of the entire roof, but it extends beneath the little lean-to, too.
Okay. You take your fur. Well, I don't want you to lose it. Take something, anything. And
let me, I can, like, kind of sandwich it in between 2 spears.
Oh, perfect.
Like a tongs for
the
fire. You know?
Sure, I've been camping, definitely.
We can't just use our hands?
I mean, it's probably fine, actually, but just precaution.
How about I do one with the spears and one with my hands, and then we'll see what happens.
No. We're doing both with the spears.
Okay.
This is me protecting you.
This is going to be a pain in the butt.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah, there's going to be a sleight of hand roll for this.
Yay!
I will let you know this before you go into it. And this is so forewarning from Greg. This is an interesting tactic that you're going to use, but let's say there is something wrong with actual physical contact with the books. A low enough DC or low enough skill check roll here might cause shenanigans since you're using very long spears.
But right.
I was gonna do all of it, so if you want to do it, I can probably.
I would love to participate in shenanigans, so I would like to do it.
Okay. Here,
so wait,
hold on.
The two of you are each taking a spear to use independently to try to pinch these things?
No, he's using them as tongs, and I'm just sliding my bag on them.
Okay.
It's kind of like, is it kind of like chopsticks that we're like, you're like using chopsticks to pick them up, and the bag is a mouth?
If they were 1,000,000 times bigger than the chopsticks that can be used, yes.
I'm glad we went from last week to this. This is perfect. Here we go.
I thought I was gonna die with
11.
a boss fight, but no, this is where I'm gonna die.
This is how we die.
Okay, let me have a sleight of hand from Billy, please. Here we go.
9.
Let's have Constitution. Well, first, let me ask, just for S's and G's, which one were you trying to pick up here, red or white?
White.
I can't tell the difference.
That one.
Okay.
This is so strange.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, both of you, please.
We deserve this. 6.
Okay, so Hawk immediately rushes in. Hawk's like, they're going to die. Hawk, thank you very much. You all receive an additional advantage.
I have 6 hit points. What am I doing?
Okay, so let's take this from Ulfsic's point of view. As you pick up the book and you're starting to like maneuver it with the spears, it's not that you lose control over it, it's that as you dip to get it into the bag, the spear tips just slip, not by anything that you do to cause them to slip, but because this is coated in scales, which doesn't lend itself real well to traction. And as it slips, it drops, and as it drops, it hits and the spine cracks for a second. And when it does, you see a brilliant flash. And when you look up, Bianca is standing very, very still.
Are you okay? There was a flash, and now you're not moving. Are you okay? Hello? Maybe one of these will help. And he pops out a boom shroom. And he tries to manually open her mouth and put the boom shroom in her mouth.
Her teeth are closed, so the only real way to get this to work is to kind of grate the boom shroom across the teeth, to kind of grind it in there to form basically like a boom shroom paste would work.
Clearly, that's the best option by far.
I mean, I shouldn't help you out that much, but yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll grate the boom shroom and right into her bardic mouth.
She's screaming on the inside. Not because she's petrified, but because you're putting that in her mouth.
We just received plot armor for everyone that has just come in from staff. And staffing, thank you very much. Lauren, don't worry about putting that on Bianca's sheet, as you have taken 10 hit points of damage. And I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
You can't literally die right now.
She just did if Staffin hadn't given plot armor.
God damn it.
So, roll me that Constitution saving throw, please.
No, use an advantage, I guess.
Okay.
19?
You snap back to, and you have this fleeting sense of, it's not really the temperature of cold, it's more like shock, like physiological shock, that wash where your body is unsure of what's happening to it, and it immediately chills. You're covered in sweat, you're beaten up to shit to begin with. That huge kind of iron-linked bruise across your neck, and you feel some inexplicable health rush into you and immediately rush out of you, as whatever is happening right now, it is decidedly not good when these books open.
Right, so I'm just gonna... I can move now?
Okay. How did it taste?
How-
I gave you a bone shroom. The tiny little. I didn't know what was wrong with you, so I just wanted to do what I could.
So you didn't know what was wrong with me, so your solution was to put a mushroom you've been storing near the crack of your arse against my teeth and grind it like cheese into my mouth.
When you put it like that, it sounds pretty bad. But that's... But you're here now! So we did it! Okay.
This has been a really stressful morning.
Well, it's only going to get better. Once you hit the bottom, you can only go upwards.
I'm maybe 2 away from the bottom, Ulfie. Just 2.
Was that maybe 3? Because sometimes the
Oh, yeah, no, you're 3.
that's 50% better than 2.
I'm going to put the books in my bag with my eyes closed. Wait, no, because I didn't read it. I'm just gonna put the goddamn books in my bag.
You're just
It's fine.
You're gonna pick them up. You're gonna barehand them and put them in your bag.
Stop. I have gloves on.
Okay. Are you gonna pick them up with your gloved hand and put them in your bag?
Yeah.
They're in your bag.
Well, that was way easier than it seemed. We went out of our way to try that first thing, so maybe we should just go with what seemed easiest first.
I'm embracing simplicity in thoughts and actions from here on out.
What? If he sleeps up here on the roof, and sometimes during storms and stuff, there's a whole pagoda here? That blows my mind. Why he does not stay in the pagoda with his friends?
Maybe it's like sensory deprivation lean-to.
That makes sense.
He's big into meditation.
Is there any other possessions of his in this lean-to area?
Just the pallet that he either sits or sleeps on.
Can I take a sample of it to try to get a scent or any sort of human thing?
Yeah, it's very thinly woven. I mean, if you roll it up, it'd only be like the size of a log. It's not something that's very thick. It's not like a carpet.
Mm-hmm. I just want to take a piece of it because he could come back, and I would want that to be there for him.
Sure, yeah. You can easily kind of like unbraid or unweave like a slat of it.
Okay. And then put it real close to my face and so I can kind of get his scent on my palate.
Please describe the scent. Either one of you.
It smells like candy cane wishes. I don't know. It smells like Ironbender. It smells like iron and discipline. It smells like somebody that's
what?
It smells like somebody that it's not like there's perspiration involved, but there is a decided
I need to get out of here.
Like a musk.
I have to go. Okay, while Ulfie's smelling that, which I actually probably don't need to see, I have a thought. I I know Ben was. Were there drag marks in the sand, or from earlier, or was it more likely that Ben died where we found him, near where?
You would have to ask James, because James is the only one that saw it before.
Right.
James walked across what would have been that path.
If I go out near where, because we dragged him, like we brought him back.
Right.
If I go out there, I have a question.
If you look down on the sand room, you mean? Like...
If I go out to, like, where we found Ben, basically.
Right,
where James showed
that's
me.
basically, yeah, just for theater of the mind, it's basically like one level down. You're on the roof, this is like the penthouse.
Okay, I want to go down then.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, is there a view, like, out?
Yeah.
Can I see the lavender fields from here?
Yeah, no need for a roll. You can see them.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Then I will head back down to the 3rd floor where Roberts is.
Right, so yeah, let's go, while this is happening upstairs and the near-death experiences, let's go to Roberts and Yuknon and James. When last we saw all of you, you were kind of congregating. Roberts, you were off on that little patio, that balcony on the 3rd floor. You had just looked down into the village just as the rain was deciding whether or not it was going to come ashore from the Sea of Swords. And you saw what something drew to your attention to a light going on, a candle being lit in the window of Dag's Nabbit, the local general store. Other than that, you've just been sitting out there. And then where do we find James and Yuknon?
Yuknon and James had crossed paths briefly outside of Thrillquill's room where she's resting.
Right.
And Yuknon, I guess, would have gone looking for other people. So he might find Roberts, or he might bump into Bianca at some point. But he's looking to gather the rest of their crew, their party.
Cool, let's hold Yuknon off then. You'll run into Bianca and Ulfsik as they come down. James, did you have anything you wanted to do on the 3rd floor here?
Yeah, I wanted to do 2 things real fast. Can I walk back into the room with the candles?
Yeah.
Okay, where Ben is lied.
Yeah, he's.
Do I notice any patterns with the candles?
Roll me investigation.
I'm going to use an advantage on this.
Sure.
12.
Again, when
should I guidance myself? Damn it! Can I guidance myself?
I'll give you this one. Go ahead.
You're a hell of a guy. Thank you.
I am.
Emphasis on hell.
15.
With a 15, as you look around, what was mentioned before in the narrative was several of these candles, as they're spread out, only 1 or 2 of them have what's called a wax grab, and that's where the wax runs down the outside and it hits on whatever it's resting. Now, if it's resting in like a plate, then it would grab onto the plate. If it's resting on a windowsill, it would grab the sill. But you only see that there's 1 or 2 of these candles that actually have the runoff of the wax and the aforementioned wax grab. The vast majority of them do not. It's like they've never been used.
James will blow them out.
They're not lit.
Oh, they're not lit at all.
None of them are lit.
They're just there.
Yeah. It looks like 2 of them have been used, but the rest of them, a good 18, have not.
How long does it look like the candles have been burning?
They
Short, long?
They look relatively new. If they're the same types of candles as the rest of them are, they're roughly the same size, maybe burned down an inch, inch and a half.
I'll blow them out just to see.
No, they're out. The 2 that are burnt, that have been burned in the
done.
past, they're not lit right at this point. The candles.
How many candles? 18.
There's 18 that appear not to have been lit at all. 2 that have wax grabs at the bottom of them. The diameter of each of the candles, it's larger. Like we said before, they're kind of something that you may or may not see in a temple or a chapel of some kind. They probably have a diameter of like a good like a seashell or Something bigger than a gold piece, maybe a $50 or even a silver dollar size, just a little bit bigger than that.
Okay. I think I did a religion check last time, didn't I? Trying to figure out if it was some sort of, something
Yeah,
ceremonial.
you failed that one. You got high enough to realize they could be used, but they look to be general candles. Nothing about them speaks of religion, like with iconography or symbols or.
Okay. Well, he's going to walk back out and go to Thrill Quill real quick before he gets ready, before everybody's getting ready to leave.
Sure.
Okay. He'll walk in unless anything happens in between.
Nope.
Is she awake?
She is, yeah.
Okay. He will, he says, I don't want to bother you any longer. We're preparing to leave, I believe. And I just wanted to ask you a few more questions before I go, in case I don't return here.
Okay.
About Methylene. Where did you meet her?
Waterdeep.
And was she with anybody? Say a dragonborn or an elf?
A dragonborn.
And was his name Balazar?
I do not know.
Okay. How did your relationship go with her? And then that'll be my last question for you.
We traveled together for quite some time. She left about 6 months ago, in the night.
And she's been here for 2 years.
That I've known her, yes. If she still lives, it's been 2 years.
Did she say how she got here?
She did not. She did not speak of where she came from.
She doesn't speak a lot. Okay. Well, I hope that you get better. And I believe we're about to leave to find Ironbender. Is there anything you could help us with?
You can have my luck.
I could use some luck, that's for sure.
Take a D20 of inspiration.
Thank you. And he bows to them. He says, when I return, if you are still here, hopefully we can meet again. And I would like to speak with Vincent at some point if I return.
That's between you and Vincent.
And he just gives her a nod and a bow and exits out to find Yuknon.
Yeah, we'll say that at this point, all of you, and unless Roberts has left the balcony, everybody that's not on the balcony with Roberts, Yuknon, Ulfsik, Bianca, James, you all kind of congregate in the stairwell.
I stride up to Roberts and get really close. I'm sorry.
For?
Snappin'.
No worries.
Snap at me all the time.
I'm not sorry about it though. She actually looks worse than she was 5 minutes ago.
Yep.
He does. James sees it, says, Bianca, you look not well. If I could help you, I would right now, but I cannot.
That's about how it goes.
Yuknon's standing against the wall. He's got his arms kind of just crossed over his chest, and he's balancing his eyes between everyone. And he interrupts and he says, we need to rest and we need to leave. We have to go chase down Ironbender.
Yeah, he's been keeping a few things from us. Upstairs we found more fun books. And she looks at Roberts.
Two of them, not there's more. There's two more.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got the other one out sitting in her lap, and she also has the ring out. It also like sitting on top of the book. She hasn't said anything about it, but it's
I'm getting distracted because it's pretty.
What kind of language are the books? What do they say?
Don't open the books. No one open the books.
might have taken the glimpse and then she froze, and then I had to put the mushroom in her mouth, and then she got better. See,
That worked?
everyone who wants to not have a mushroom now, they can do good things.
I'll take one of those mushrooms there. Little sick.
Oh, okay, I'm out of the shoulder ones. I got in my. Okay, yeah. Here we go. And he pulls one out of the front of his pants and hands it.
He examines it. Throws it in his mouth.
Yuknon watches James
Strange.
eat that particular mushroom with a mix of horror and joy on his
He's like,
face.
Thank you. And he it's almost gags on it.
How are we supposed to study books that we can't even open?
That's what I was about to say.
I don't think we need to study them. We just have to find out where they came from.
Prue Kellogg.
She's dead.
Yep, but she gave them to Ironbender, who gave that one to Thrillquill.
And she was looking into Fae.
Faye.
Why do we think that is?
Her daughter, I think, sent them to her. Her daughter's Moira. She's in Waterdeep. Or last anybody heard of her.
I would love
don't
to
think
go to
she-
Waterdeep.
I don't think she came back for the funeral.
These are mysteries that we can consider on the road. But if Ironbender is possessed because he came into contact with one of those books, or if he's trying to do something on his own, in either case, he might be out of his league. He's already got a head start. The knight and his squire have gathered horses for us down at the bottom of the pagoda. We can ride to catch up with him. But I think we should rest first.
I feel up to it. Fine, feeling
I
happy.
have put in an order with a local metal worker before we rest down for the evening, and who knows what other chaos might happen. I want to grab those from him.
How long of a rest are we talking?
An hour. We don't have time.
I think Yuknon's right. I do. Yeah. You all rest. I'll just. I was gonna stop by the.
Bianca, you
seeing
need to
Robert's
rest.
face, and now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't. But
You should
you
rest.
could come with me. Just gonna go buy more knives, just in case.
That's you mean head to Dags?
For knives.
I think he's there. He lit a candle in the top window.
Candle.
Ears perk up.
She like nods in the distance. You can see it from here.
I'm not going to overreact and immediately start running away. I'm going to breathe. Yuknon,
Yes?
I have a whistle for you. You do know how to whistle, don't you? And I'm gonna pull it out and hand it to him.
You just blow, don't you?
Takes
Put
it.
your lips together and.
While you work.
Why are you giving this to me?
Oh, right, yeah, no, context would be good. The bastard said to give it to you. This for bastards blow on it. In Elvish for some reason. If
He
we get in
immediately puts
trouble,
it to his lips and blows it.
can I stop him?
Yeah.
Okay, it's for emergencies.
Oh no! We can roll initiative to see who
Okay.
gets there.
No
first.
way.
Yes, I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Oh my god.
15.
Yeah, Yuknon's lips just touch the whistle as it is extracted from his mouth.
It's for emergencies, and I don't know
Oh.
why they said to give it to you.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. You should have led with that. What's?
You know,
why
I've
are you
had a
concerned
really
about this?
rough day. Sorry.
Well, a lot of people have. Bianca. It's been a tough day all around.
I almost died.
You all look fine.
We should rest, really. There are open beds.
Yes. Rest. I love rest. Love sleeping.
You need it.
Doing nothing.
Are you
All right,
resting
see you at
then?
8.
No.
I think
No.
we should do what we need to do first. Come back, rest, hit the road.
Whatever you want to do. Let's say we'll leave in 2 hours. How's that?
I'm good with one. I'm good with one if
That would be if you spent the entire hour resting, but it doesn't
Obviously,
seem like
I'm
you are going to do that.
do that.
Really use 8.
Uh,
Whatever you need to do, we should all do that now.
yes. Love it.
Quickly.
Let's go
Fast.
to the general store.
So, are
For
you all
knives.
walking out of the pagoda and going to the general store?
I guess we are fucking going.
Have to you do whatever you want.
No, we're coming with you. You will literally die if you go alone. Literally die.
Good. I'm daring Greg to kill me
No.
apparently today.
Don't.
That's a joke. Don't.
Did like
do
those
it.
eyebrow raises.
We're going to the general store without resting at all.
Go
That's
and
what I was just going to
see
say, as you
Stupid
all
Dag.
maintain your current level of, you haven't had any chance to spend hit dice. Obviously, no long rest is in play here. So,
I'm fine.
She's great. Look at her.
I'm
Look at her
good.
neck.
um,
Barely bruised.
as you leave the pagoda, you realize that Chirp is out here with the horses. Ollie, Beer Breaker's here.
Nice.
They watch you kind of go past, looking for guidance, and then looking at each other as you stride on deeper into town. Do you tell them anything?
Tell them what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yuknon would definitely tell them we'll be back
Bye.
in an hour and we'll leave.
They seem to, begin their own preparations then as they disperse a bit, but the horses stay here at the pagoda, the lawn in front of the pagoda. You go down into the bend proper, and as you're walking along the main street of the town, you realize that the storm that was threatening has pulled north, and as they often do here in this stretch, and the sky's beginning to brighten, yet the candle still burns in Dag's upper window as you approach. You're in front of Dag's Nabbit.
I gently open
Bust
the
open
door
the door.
instead of doing that. That's
Kick
not
it
that's what I
open.
wanted to do.
Well, we open it like normal people.
Yeah.
The average, like,
We're here to shop.
you haven't told any of us anything other than that, so
I'm just gonna get knives.
we're here for
James
knives.
knows there's something weird about candles too.
Okay, so as
We're
you...
inside.
I was going to say, as you go to open the door, everybody roll me a perception check.
Love to. 21. Hot.
We'll say it's Roberts and James then. As you walk in, you realize two things. One, all of the windows in Dag's Nabbit seem to be cracked. There is a good 2 to 3 to 4 inches on each of the paned windows that you see. Odd in that with a storm threatening, you usually close your windows. The other thing that you notice is that whoever opens the door first, it is not caught on its latch. It pushes, where before it had to be engaged and the tumbler dropped before it. It's almost like it just...
That's odd.
You said there was a candle upstairs, right?
I saw him 30 minutes ago.
Are you suspecting something of Dag?
Call it a gut instinct. I think he's either gone or he's dead.
Somebody want to go upstairs with me?
Me, I'll lead the way.
We're not even going to give him a chance to come down. I saw someone moving. This was maybe 5 minutes ago.
Dagbert! It's your favorite person.
Roll a persuasion check.
come on down, buddy. Nice.
It sounds very welcoming, and it is not answered.
All right, I guess go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I take out 2 spears and like crouch down, go upstairs and investigate up the staircase and see if I can't if there's anything laid out or a trap or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking around downstairs and looking around.
Let me know what you're looking for, and if anyone's going upstairs, is it with speed or stealth?
Stealth.
I'm looking for foul
Roll it.
play.
I'm looking for armor.
Yeah.
There
James
is
should probably
an...
help Robert look around the store.
That's
Okay,
my number today.
Bianca, you creep upstairs. I will let Roberts know this. There is an armor stand,
Mhm.
and the first group that came in, it was indicated there had been armor there, but a dwarf had bought it.
Oh. Great. Does there look like there's any kind of does anything look out of place from last time that I was here? Any signs of a shuffle or anything like that?
You can roll me an investigation or history if you're trying to remember exactly how everything in a general store was placed.
Yeah, I'll do investigation. 20.
Yeah, the windows are open. And that
Yeah.
seems to be, that's causing a little bit of a disturbance. Before, where there was that incense and kind of that low level smoke that seemed to be from Dag's pipe and things like that, that's all gone. And it's
Yeah.
also causing things to move because there's a wind.
But not straight up knocked over or anything like that.
Nothing seems out of place as far as a struggle, no.
Okay. Just listening then.
Me and
For
my bro.
Sounds of a struggle upstairs.
Scuba.
Scuba?
Scooby Dooing up the stairs.
Okay. Who's Scooby doing first?
Me.
Okay. You get up into what looks to be a small landing. This upper floor is built to halfling specifications. So as soon as you get into what would be the residential area of Dag's Nabbit, things tend to kind of reduce in size by about a half. The stairs are still the same humanoid average size, but they do become smaller in lift, more of them as you kind of go up. It's almost like with every step you ascend, it becomes more the domain of a halfling and less the domain of, what would be the Forgotten Realms norm, or average, I should say. When you get up to the top, though, there is a small circular door, and it is open. It is made of green wood.
Let me go first.
I'm smaller than you.
But you are
Faster
also more
than
hurt.
you. I'm walking around. I just have a few bruises.
Then if something comes out, let it hit me, and then you can do the important stuff. I don't eat all these mushrooms and get so big for nothing.
Do mushrooms have a lot of protein in them or something?
What is protein?
I'm going first.
What? I just told you that. Son of a bitch.
Daughter of a bitch.
That's dumb. That's dumb and stupid, and you know it.
Bianca,
Yeah.
you take 12 damage as 3 magic missiles slam into your chest. There's just, Ulfsik, you just hear a and they pop, pop, pop as they hit Bianca, and I'm assuming pitch her into... Bianca collapses, and Ulfsik, I need to know what you need to do. You've got 6 seconds to do something.
He's going to collapse by her. This son of a bitch, get up here! And makes the shout to everybody, and then kicks the door open with both spears at the ready.
Okay, so you're leaving. Bianca was basically blasted back out of the green door, and as that blast kind of takes, you kind of guide her to the ground as you make this yell out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Bianca's crumpled at the top of the narrow stairs that are more, like I said, halfling in size, and you're crouching and going in, correct, Wolfsick?
Right, but I also in a way that's shielding her from any sort of attack. So I'm in
Gotcha.
the doorway.
Okay,
James would try to get to Bianca.
let us all roll me some initiative then.
Let me go get this girl out of this house.
I want to apologize.
You
I don't
are
know
in
to
trouble,
whom.
ma'am.
I'm really sorry.
Okay,
I feel like such a mess.
20. Let me go get her, please.
Robert,
20.
You're
Roberts,
dead.
Roberts, Ulfsic, Yuknon, and who's got the more? Okay, I need a roll off between Roberts and Bianca here.
Oh my god. You go first this time.
13.
20. Natural 20.
Save me.
I'm trying.
I'm making it really hard. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Roberts, you hear this. What does, or I'm sorry, Summer, you hear this. What does Roberts do?
Scurry up those goddamn stairs, and the moment I see her, I'm gonna scoop her up and get her out of here. I trust Ulfsic to take care of whatever's just happened. I'm just gonna get her.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. With the movement that's required, you have a 30 movement speed, correct?
Yeah.
You can climb the steps and get to the top, but it narrows up a bit as you get up there, and you can get Bianca, and then you're going to lose half of your movement speed as soon as you would get there. So I can say you can get to the top of the steps and maybe like 5 feet back down. So
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just get her as far down as I can, and my aim is to get her all the way down the stairs, though.
But like, also, would she notice without communication that there's a boom shroom sticking out of the back of my pants?
No, because you already went inside. You're through the green door.
Hey, don't worry about it, because I have a boom shroom that you gave me that I haven't eaten. So, again, let's grade it against your teeth.
Why wouldn't you have eaten it?
You
I
get-
swear
What do you
if
mean?
I checked. You cannot force feed good berries or boom shrooms, so it's not like
bullshit.
Damn it. That's stupid. Okay. So my goal is to get her back down the stairs, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I don't.
Can I do, actually, can I do a medicine check? In the stairwell?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
14?
She's out.
Great. Yep. Good.
Seems to be suffering from, not to be an ass, she seems to be suffering from burn marks. Seems to be the most recent thing that
Yeah.
has contributed to her current state.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, she's a history of violence is Bianca the Bard.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not engaging. I'm just like, take care of it, Ulfsic. Like,
and
Okay,
now,
it's my turn.
yes, and you roll a natural 1.
Yeah, I do.
So that's 2 death failures for Bianca. As per the rules of when we rolled these characters up, if you decided to go with point buy, while scrummaging around, Roberts finds a healing potion in one of her pouches. It's banana peanut flavored. I tell you what, Staff and I will absolutely do that, but I'm going to have James have it, if that's okay, because this is a life and death situation right here. We just did have some plot armor come in. All of these will be rewarded if we can get through, if somebody can get up there and stop what is systemic death from occurring for Bianca, then we will absolutely do that. Thanks, Staffan.
I'm bringing her to James. He can meet me halfway.
Okay. Ulfsic, you rush into the room with the green door, and as you go into the room with the green door, you see Dag standing there, and he is neatly folding a white robe on his bed.
Just shoot my sister with the magic missiles.
You're not really where you're supposed to be, are you? How do you like the spears? What are you gonna do?
I like them. And then I'm going to like duck my shoulder down and take a big hunk of like what seems to be like dried lichen, crush it up in my hands and blow it throughout the room. And I'm going to cast this, and you can let me know if I can't do this, but this
Sure.
is kind of like a play on I want to cast Disguise Self, but what I want to happen is I want to have the illusion of me still exist, and then just have all of the skin slowly fall off of my face, just revealing the musculature and like the wide open eyeballs, and then after that the muscles peel off and like just a skeleton that talks just stands there in front of him.
Every time you describe something, buddy, you're becoming more and more of an AC/DC cover, and I love it. Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check, if that's your intent.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to use advantage on this. 18.
What is your, other than to intimidate him, this isn't like a fear spell or anything like that, but he definitely is taken aback by this visage that he sees. But what's the end game here for the intimidation? For him to give up? Is that it, or?
I'll try to deliver it in a speech. There has been foul play in this town. You, us, are just as much suspect as anyone else. I need to know which side you are on.
Okay. Do you have anything else you would like to do, Ulfsik?
We mean you no harm. We want to make sure everyone is okay. We did not take anything.
Okay.
Why did you shoot my friend? Why did you shoot my sister?
Well, I can't really tell you that, but I can light a candle for you.
Does that mean something other than the literal words that are coming out of your mouth?
Are you going to bonus or action, or I know that you used your disguise self as your action. You have anything else to do right now?
Okay. Sorry, let me, real quick, I'm sorry, let me check out I don't think there's anything I can do, I just want to make sure. Nope.
Okie dokie. It is his turn as 9 points of magic missiles slam into you, Ulfsik. And as he looks at you, his visage noticeably strengthens as he casts this attack. He sees what you're become, he sees what you've done, but it's almost as if he sees through it now. And as he looks, you can see that his eyes begin to bleed from color until a nebula of stars swirls in between the lids. And he says,
You have guts, but guts can't beat us.
It is Yuknon's turn.
So Yuknon starts up, and I imagine he's right behind Roberts is grabbing and picking up Bianca and pulling her back down the stairs as he's crossing her. He's like squeezing to the side of the stairs so that they can get past. And the Yuknon will just briefly ask her, without slowing down, do you know what happened?
Dag's an asshole.
Got it. And he continues to run up the stairs. As he draws his sword from over his shoulder, he sees the open door there.
Door is still open. It's a little kind of half lazy, but it's still just a circular green door.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to charge in, and he's not going to hesitate.
If you're going to attack, you see Dag sitting there. His eyes are bleeding color. You see
stars in his eyes.
He's got stars in his eyes, much like Yuknon around Throquil.
As he's running past Ulfsik, blade out, he runs his hand along his blade, and just like before, it begins to become semi-transparent, kind of ghostly, and there's a faint green light that emanates from it. And he'll just say to Ulfsik right before he turns and spins around and brings his blade down, trying to strike Dag, try to leave him alive. And he's going to aim for his leg.
Okay.
$22.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Get him, Dolan.
Be 12 slashing and 4 radiant damage.
Roll me a perception check.
Absolutely. 16.
Whether it's a mixture of what you have done to imbue your own blade, but as you hit and strike true to the target in which you had selected, instead of biting into flesh, instead of feeling the carve of muscle and into cloth, at the last minute, maybe an inch or two above his halfling thigh, you feel your blade turn up and you see a ripple around the outside of Dag. It's almost like a across him, and for a second you see his features blur as if it ripples across a pond wave, and he stands there and smiles.
Two with guts.
Anything else?
He says. Nah, yeah, he'll just kind of like, and just slide back a step and ready himself.
Okay. James, you're up. You see everybody take up there. You've heard some terrible crap happening up there.
Yeah, he pretty much already knows what's going on. He sees Roberts coming with Bianca. He's going to meet her at the steps, take her. He said, hand her to me. I can help her. And he's going to try to get her out the door. Can I move that far?
No, you're not going to be able to make it all the way out. You
Can I get her behind the counter?
You could get her behind the counter, sure, because the counter's at the back of the stairs.
Yeah, he will.
Roberts isn't going to let her go.
Roberts, listen to me. I can help her. I promise you.
I believe you. I'm taking her.
James is kind of like, he's going to spare the dying right there on her.
Okay.
And I'll pop that up there and she's at.
I feel like a dark curse has been lifted from me.
Okay, you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. That creature becomes stable. So the death saving throws are over. Also, James, you notice that in your pouch there is a potion that you don't remember being there before. Perhaps during your countless misadventures at the pagoda, somebody either slipped you something, or perhaps Sister Tasha, feeling poorly, you recognize it, though, as a healing potion.
Oh, he would definitely give it to her. Can I make that? Is that a bonus action? Yes, right?
Yeah, I let you pour down people's throats for a bonus. No, wait. Pour it down your own throat's a bonus for me. Somebody else's is an action.
Okay, well he's going to give it to her definitely. So he will, but he's going to have to do it in Roberts' arms as he's trying to usher her down the steps. I have a healing potion for her to give it to her. I don't know how I got it, but it'll help her.
Yeah, she just nods. You can tell that she's headed for like the door. She does, just the windows being open has skeeved her enough that she doesn't want to stay in here. So
James turns his eye to a longsword that he sees as well.
Oh my God.
That he's going to grab in about 2 seconds after this is all over.
I'll let you grab it right now if you want it.
Definitely takes it. He grabs the longsword. Yep.
Taking all this goddamn shit.
Yep. You have the longsword. You have your movement, your action. Anything else you want?
Just that he wants to get this. He wants to give her this. Can I hand the healing potion to Roberts?
Yeah.
Okay. He gives her the healing potion.
Great.
Here, give this to her, and he's going up with them.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so I will allow you, since you basically used your movement to get to Roberts and did not take control of Bianca, I will say that you still have enough movement that if you wished, you could enter the room with Yuknon and Ulfsik. Because Yuknon made it all the way up with his movement.
Yeah, he's gonna come in behind, and he's just gonna ready with his shield and see what. Yeah, he's definitely up there if he can. Yes.
Okay, the three of you are up there. Roberts, you see the formerly non-sinister shop of Dag's Nabbit before you. It is empty, but...
Taking Bianca outside, out
Okay.
the door. Goodbye to this place. I'm never coming back. And gonna set her down in the grass and give her the potion.
Okay. You are able to do so. I believe, what is it? 2d4 plus 4? Is that...
Yeah.
I would go ahead and let Summer, why don't you roll it?
Yeah.
Sure. Ten.
And because of an earlier donation as well from Sphinx, you get 2 plot armor that come in as well now that you have regained your senses. So all of that has been reloaded. Summer, as soon as Roberts continues this, as soon as she pours this down Bianca's gullet and Bianca's eyes kind of spring open, the violence, the mushed up, broom shroom still kind of evident in parts of her teeth and cheeks. As she comes up, now being force fed and not a boom shroom, but a health potion, you see from across the street from the tea room, you see Osmond coming running toward, and he has like some type of like club. It looks like it must be the club that's used for defense of the tea room, but he's running over towards you.
She looks at him and she's so confused why he's running over here with the club. But she looks down at Bianca and she's like, fucking hell, are you okay?
It tastes like peanut butter and banana. What is that? The boom shroom?
No, I
The first
don't.
one did not taste like that. And if that's what, well, I have to talk to
Jake's
that
had
boy.
a potion. So Dag.
He's hoarding yeah, no, Dag lied about Ben, and Dag's a little shit, and that's the first impression I had in this town.
And 6 seconds is up. Let's go back up to
But it's my turn.
Bianca. Sorry.
Greg's having
Fuck.
up with me today.
Keep yelling.
I'm so sorry.
Yell another 6 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's a little cultish shit.
Great. I'm gonna go up there. You sit here.
Shh. Wink.
She's like shaking her head like, you sit here. Please.
I will get up.
Okay, Bianca, for the purposes of
I will
mechanics,
hold her down.
you are prone because you were laid
Yeah.
down and all this, so
Yes.
you're currently prone.
Yes.
It takes half your movement to get up. You would
Yep,
have 15
love it.
feet left. You could basically get back inside, provided you don't have a Roberts in your way, but you do.
You have a Roberts in your way.
But it's not Robert's turn.
But I'm in your way.
But I am going to run back inside.
Sounds
I'm an
like an opposed
idiot.
athletics check to me.
I would love to.
But if
Opportunity attack. I'm gonna knock
listen.
you back down to 0.
so sorry.
You can do that. Or you can do it opposed. How lethal do you want to be? Do you want to stop her, or do you want to stop her?
Are you
Oh, God.
wrestling me on the ground?
Honestly,
in
if
front
I
of the shop?
rolled max damage, I could almost kill you again, but I'm not going to on an unarmed attack. Yes, I'm gonna wrestle you down, and I'm gonna be yelling for Ozzy to come restrain you.
Roll me each an athletics check, and roll me a persuasion check with advantage, Roberts.
Yes, I would love to. Here's
Can
my
I roll
persuasion.
acrobatics instead and just slip out from under her?
22.
No.
22.
Greg!
It's a grapple. It's not. You're not dancing.
No. When someone tries to grapple you, you may roll either athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
We hit 40 retweets too, by the way.
Did you know?
We did. We did just
did.
now.
Did you know?
We
did.
did just
did.
now.
Okay. New poll will be coming very quickly, everybody.
Oh no.
No, the reason why I'm saying athletics is because technically,
Okay.
if this is all happening at the same time, you're still on the ground and getting up, and this is much like a no, you're too sick to get up movement. So
Okay, yeah. No, I totally.
Okay.
You go first.
I'm actually not a difficult person. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't want to get up that bad.
Yeah, that's literally like you start to sit up and you get pushed back down, and then out of nowhere, almost coming over to like perform CPR is Osmond, as he comes over and puts his hands on your chest, Bianca, to hold you down. What's going on? What's going?
Start hitting
She
that.
is ill and she's trying to fight and she's not well enough to fight. Can you keep her here?
I gotta go get him.
We're gonna get him.
I've seen this before in my extensive bar experience. And he produces, you're not sure why, but he has a pair of like a leather strap that looks like a set of handcuffs.
That's hot. Why does he have that?
Explain.
What explain? Okay.
Yeah,
I looked at his inventory and was as surprised as you.
You are not gonna tie me up.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we are.
It's my turn.
I'm gonna give Ozzy a really confused look and just be like, "Thank you," and then I'm gonna leave. But you're gonna stay right here, little sweet angel.
You get
It's all happening.
Don't make me thunder wave him because I will kill him.
Don't hurt him.
I will.
Please don't hurt Ozzy.
Okay, hold on 1 second,
What
everybody.
are you doing?
Something.
Something?
Yep.
Do not hurt him. Oh my god, I'm stressing. I'm hot.
Okay,
Give me my goddamn boat.
A new poll has popped up, everybody. Which PC gets their backstory? And by that, I mean an element of their backstory. It could very well start the next leg of our campaign. So let's see what we have. Vote well, Legion, as all of these are super duper fun. Okay, so Bianca, you're restrained essentially at this point. You have two people. Robert, you can't run off. It is not your turn, so this all kind of happens. Your intent has been made, but let's go to Ulfsik. Ulfsik, we are back up now into the top of Dag's Nabbit. We have Ulfsik, Yuknon, and then the just recently arrived James. They all rush in. This is the Iron Man, Thor, Captain America moment as everybody's standing around this little halfling. And Ulfsik, what would you like to do?
Both spears out. Take action and attack with one spear, and then swing around and use my bonus action to attack with the second spear.
Okay.
Now, is he a humanoid?
Sure is.
Great. Favorite enemy.
I always love rangers to pick humanoids as favorite enemies. I want the broadest range of...
Is there flanking?
Mm-hmm.
Me and you now? Okay.
Yeah, you all
20, are. 22?
22 hits, yeah.
Alright. So 7. Second attack, bonus action, 20.
A 20 does not hit. As you see, just as it comes in, you see him raise his hand and a disc bounces off as your spear comes in. Also, and I'll give it to you because it was already mentioned, but when your first hit strikes, you see a ripple across the surface of Dag as he takes... What was the damage from the first one?
7.
For some reason, my roll 20 is not... I'm going to have to refresh here. Roll 20 is being latent for me.
7D.
Okay, cool. Yep, you still see that flash across. Ulfsik, anything else you would like?
Nope.
Alrighty. Let me see what I need to do here. Everybody roll a d20 for me.
Everyone?
No. Just everybody that's in up top here. You want the highest number, friends. As soon as you attack Ulfsik, you see as Dag turns and looks at you, and he pulls out from nowhere, you see him reach into his robes that he normally wears. He pulls out a pinch of powder, and you see in his hand he bursts what looks like some type of membrane as water begins to pour out of this little capsule that he has. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
20.
You feel your body begin to harden. It's very similar to that experience you had at the top of Ironbenders at the top of the pagoda, but instead of that, just the clenching of muscles, you actually look down as your hands are clenched around the spears, and you see your nail beds go gray. You see the first knuckle of your hands go gray, and it slows as you fight, but it does not disappear as your hands begin to turn this lighter, paler, ashy color, and you feel the warmth leave your limbs. You're okay for now. Yuknon.
Cool.
Is that something Yuknon would have noticed happen to Ulfsik?
Let's just say roll me a perception check. Anything, DC 12. You're in a fight.
All right, my second question is, was my perception with last round when I hit him that he was kind of partially not damaged by my attack?
Yeah, it was enough of a highest enough number that you didn't see any type of indication of physical damage, meaning like the pants that he was wearing, you didn't feel it cut cloth. You didn't see your blade make a line. It hit nothing. You're not sure what you hit, but it didn't hit him. You didn't see blood. You didn't see an injury of any kind. Yes, you did notice that his hands are beginning to turn gray. And if you cast a glance, you would see that his cheeks also hold this gray tinge that is bleeding up kind of his cheekbones a bit.
I think this is something that I think Yuknon has seen before, or at least he thinks it is. And so seeing this, his eyes go wide for a brief moment as he's sort of staring at Ulfsik, and he looks back to James and says, "Ulfsik's going to need your help, James." And then he's going to try to tackle Dag, wrap him up, and jump out the window with him. He wants to throw him, both of them, out the window to separate him from Ulfsik for a minute, and also put him out into the open where other people might be able to witness.
Sure, absolutely. Let's do a grapple attack and then an athletics check to see if you can launch yourself using your movement out the window.
Okay, so just a regular attack. I have advantage on this. So why don't I have unarmed? It's an 11. It's a 19 on the attack.
Yeah, you're able to wrap him up.
And then
okay, so what we're gonna do is, and you get advantage on your athletics as well, or is that just a double hit?
I'm spent. No, that was a double hit.
Okay. Alrighty. So
it's an 11.
Right. As you're able to bust out through, but you're going to take damage with this. I'll incorporate both like splintering through the glass and the actual fall damage as you take 6 damage as you bust through with Dag. Dag takes it as well as the two of you go out and drop, the good 15 feet and smash onto the street. Roberts, Bianca, and Osmond all, Osmond definitely looks up and he's like, "Dag?"
Then I kick him in the balls off me.
Are his eyes Yuknon's trying to make sure he doesn't squirrel out of his grip? He doesn't have his arms to cast spells or to grab another one of his toys. Are his eyes still all starry and cosmos like?
You can't see him because he's a smaller. If you've got him grabbed,
right? He's at my chest.
Right.
He'll just look over to Ollie and to Bianca and say, "Are his eyes still stars?" It's his turn.
Yup.
James.
I yell that over Ozzy's scream of pain.
James, you hear and see Yuknon take Dag out the window. You also heard his warning about Ulfsik. We're going to say that because it was pointed out to you, you can see the gray in Ulfsik's, like the apples of Ulfsik's cheeks, and the gray in his nail beds that seems to be kind of bleeding and fighting with his normal color.
Yuknon! And he kind of runs over to Ulfsik and he looks at him. And anything I can check to see what's going on with him?
You can roll me a medicine. Now, medicine or religion, I'll take here. Or Arcana. You're not sure how, but it looks like he's turning to stone.
Oh. Ulfsik, how do you feel?
I don't know. He did something, and now my hands.
James starts searching the room for. Is there anything that may counteract the spell?
That may counteract the spell?
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing I can do for him right now.
Roll me an investigation check.
All right, and I will use a inspiration for that.
Okay.
And I'll guidance myself. Oh, natural 20, you don't need it.
There is a ton of stuff in this room that looks like it's books and items and lamps and a shitload of candles for some reason. And there's just a ton of stuff in here, but you have 6 seconds. And during that 6 seconds, you can figure out nothing that... I will tell you this, with a natural 20, you don't see anything in that 6 seconds that looks like it could dispel or help what's going on here. That's not to say it's not there. It's just not laid out.
Do I think... probably have to get him to maybe the Thrill Quill, or that's my best guess. I mean, like, you know what I mean? There's nothing in my mind that I think I can do to help him. Yeah.
Not sure.
He's going. We need to get you to the Dakota. Can
Robert.
he move?
We'll see in a sec.
Hi.
Roberts, it's your turn at the top
Oh,
of the
great.
order.
I'm really glad that Dag is here with us now. That makes my job a lot easier. She gets up, giving Bianca a look like, ma'am, and is going to draw her sword and head over and just fucking stab him.
Okay.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just going to make that very clear right now.
I wouldn't not expect that from you. So
Okay.
Go ahead and roll with advantage because he's essentially being held in place by Yuknon.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. 24?
That's going to probably hit, yeah.
And she'll die, motherfucker.
12 damage.
As you hit Dag, you see this kind of like ripple go around the outside of him. He smiles a bit.
I don't like it. I want to just kick him in the face really bad.
Okay.
I hate him right now.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Bianca, Osmond is, as soon as Roberts runs off, Osmond is standing there like, he's holding you down, but it's like a polite holding down. He's more interested in what's happening with Roberts. And you can see his one hand that he does have on top of you, but it's kind of flexing on the billy club that he's holding.
Can I just like stand up? What's he gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah, you can stand up.
Great. Okay, well.
I don't think you should
choice.
stand up, he says.
Shut up! And I'm going
Okay.
to, God, I'm the least charming bard I've ever met. And I'm going to run over to everybody else and fucking stab this little shit.
Try magic.
Oh,
As she's running over.
Well, you're all kind of in a clump. You know how it goes.
Roberts is readying her foot to just kick him in the teeth.
I don't know. How many hit points y'all have? You take a thunder wave?
I actually can. I think I'd be fine. Seriously.
Oh, okay. Famous fucking last words.
I have 6 temporary hit points and I'm at 21. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
you take it. It's
we're
fine.
totally fine.
Cool. Yeah. Then I'll do that. I do like stabbing, but whatever. So I run, I move past Osmond and kind of position myself. I know I'm gonna hit them anyway, because it's not like it's a beam. And basically, I guess, I think it's the same that she did back in the Jasper range, where she stomps her foot into the ground and it's like out from her through the ground toward them. Yep, and did that go through? 5.
Okay, DC 13 con, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Everybody roll that, please.
No.
Hey,
At least one of us.
good job, Don.
Don, you don't take any damage, even if it's halved, so... With
Yeah.
a nat 20.
People upstairs don't have to.
Mm-mm.
No, you're okay. Luckily, you're all right. What is it?
Yeah, so it just does 2 to him.
Okay, and then does 5 to Roberts,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah,
I'm Gucci.
she fine.
Don't even worry about me.
Anything else, Bianca?
No, she's waiting.
Okay. Upstairs, Ulfsick, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I'm gonna burn an advantage on this.
Sounds good.
Can I give him guidance?
No. You see in the nail beds, the gray begins to retreat. It's now just on the tips of his fingers, almost as if he had kind of gotten down into a sprinter's run, like a sprinter's start, and his fingertips had just dusted gray paint. It's just like it's just still in his system, so to speak. You can feel it there, Ulfsick, but I'm going to allow you to move. Your joints feel like there's something grating in each of them, but you have the ability to move your full speed.
Like a beautiful idiot, I'm going to leap out of the window onto Dag. And can I make like a charge attack with like the main action and then bonus action for the second spear attack?
Absolutely. Now, I will say this, just so you can, if this happens, the likelihood of everybody kind of in that area, especially Yuknon, going down in a heap is very likely, because you're going to have to attack something from height that is in Yuknon's arms. So at the very least, I'm going to make like some type of roll to see if things can be maintained and all that good stuff.
Or do I get the high ground situation
You're not-
from the window?
You're not attacking from the high ground to somebody lower. You're attacking as you get to the low ground. If you were shooting an arrow from up here, you'd have advantage.
If I could throw my spears from up here, would I have advantage? Right?
Yes, you would. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Excellent. I'll do main attack. 18.
18 is... Let me see what does he need to do for this? I'm gonna make him roll for it.
What's he rolling?
He is,
Is it a check?
it is a spell. We're gonna say that because he's roll me. Let's just do this opposed. Don, roll me a athletics check as he's trying to wiggle one of his little hands free. He can't, and the spear hits him. Roll some damage for it.
I think Ulfsick is like, or Yuknon's trying to like hold on to him as other people are hitting him, and when he sees Ulfsick appear up there and is about to throw his spear, he like lifts his body up so he doesn't get speared too.
Right, like a sack of flour, he lifts him up, or like Simba from The Lion King. Okay, so that's 7 total. Is that what that is, Billy? Okay,
Mhm. And then I have bonus action attack.
go right ahead.
Offhand weapon.
Let's see, He's at this.
22.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
7 again.
Both attacks, you see the blistering across of this room, and you can feel it, Yuknon, as you're holding on to him. You can feel this hum and this pulse as it hits, but with the last spear, as it hits, you see it go through and draw just a trickle of blood along the neck of Dag, and you see the shimmering cease and kind of dissipate, much like glass or fog in the wind, and Dag shifts a bit in your grip, a bit more uncomfortable perhaps.
And then can I use my object interaction to draw 2 more spears with the dual wield feat?
Sure, absolutely.
And then can I use my move to jump out of the building into an area where no one's occupied?
Sure, roll me acrobatics or athletics.
8.
All right, you'll take half of this as you drop. So 1, you take 1 point of damage as you kind of roll your ankle a bit as you land.
Damn it, my ankle. I rolled it a little bit.
And it is Dag's turn. Yeah. Dag begins to yell out, "Help! Help! They're killing me! Help!" And you see several people along the stretch all turn and look, and from the All Chapel, a lot of the construction workers have already stopped to watch what's going on, but now when they hear that, you see them begin to kind of move forward, some of them carrying pipes and lumber, some of them actually brandishing weapons, whether they are actual melee weapons or weapons of construction. They begin to move. There's about 4 or 5, and Dag continues to yell, "Help me! Help me! They're trying to rob me!" And he's going to try one more thing. Yeah, he ain't going to do it. So you feel him squirming, Yuknon, but he's not going anywhere right now. It is Yuknon's turn.
Yuknon frees up one of his hands just enough to, and it's the hand that he cut open with his blade when they were first running in. He rubs just a smear of that blood across his face, and as he does, ice begins to form from his forearm up through his fist, and he is going to attempt to just straight up pummel Dag in the back of his head to try to knock him unconscious now that he's showed that his protections are waning. He doesn't want to run him through, he doesn't want to kill him. He just wants to knock him out.
Sure, okay, just roll me an attack then, like an unarmed attack.
Mm-hmm.
You would get advantage because Roberts is there too.
So, natural 20.
Nat 20 would do it.
So that is going to be and I get to re-roll one of those. It's going to be 10 cold damage and 2 bludgeon damage as he strikes him with an icy fist, and the ice shatters as it hits him.
Okay, he definitely takes this as you see his head, and the yelling that he's doing, asking for help, ceases for a moment as this ice kind of blasts and blisters from the rear. He's like, "Ah, son of a bitch," as he takes the shot, but he does not go down.
And Yuknon would just, after he kind of shuts him up for a minute, for a brief moment, and hits him in the back of the head and the ice shatters, he'll call out as he realizes people are starting to swarm or starting to approach. "He's ensorcelled, just like the others."
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
I'll use an advantage to flatten
Even it out.
Can he roll renown to make it easier?
Yeah, would this be renown?
He can.
Okay.
I'll roll your renown first, just a d20.
D20.
It doesn't check, but you go ahead and do your persuasion now.
Okay. 13.
You still see the people advancing. They know Dag. They do not know you. As well.
That's it. He'll try to keep his arms pinned so he can't do, he can't use his hands for any magic.
Okay, so James, what would you like to do? Everybody's down. You got Yuknon Ulfsik has just jumped down. Yuknon is doing some stuff to Dag. You're still left in the house. What do you want to do?
Is there anything, since with a natural 20, any like magic wand to magic missiles, anything around that he uses a weapon for magic?
You don't know magic real well, my friend. This is like a professor's room in Hogwarts. There's a lot of stuff that looks odd, but you're not sure if any of it's magic.
Well, where's a lot of the odd stuff at?
Nightstand, one of his little desk.
Do I have a bag?
Do you want a bag? You can have a pillowcase.
Okay, he takes a pillowcase and he just slides everything into the pillowcase.
Okay.
Off the nightstand, just puts it all into the bag and wraps it up. And he's going to, can I come out on the roof and hit him with Sacred Flame?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's going to do that. See what some radiant damage does to him. He comes out and says, "Hold him this way, Yuknon."
He makes a save, and as Yuknon, if Yuknon does in fact turn him towards him, as soon as Dag sees you on the roof standing there, and he sees his pillowcase, he yells out, "They're looting me! They're stealing from the store! Look at his bag!"
This is the bag I've had for many days.
It's my pillowcase! It's got my initials on it!
James is like,
it's gnome-sized, or halfling-sized.
Folks. He isn't sorcerer. We're here to help him.
Oh, this is pillowcase. I've seen it before at the laundry.
There's many pillowcases that look like this. Believe me.
Not like that one. There's flowers on it.
It's got his initials on it.
You hold it up.
Help him.
You hold it up and it says, good dreams for Dag on one side.
James is not going to jump off the roof.
Okay. At the top of the order, I would like everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw. I don't like to use this, but whatever.
16.
Not 20.
Okay.
20. Dirty.
I need, let's see. Yeah, you're all gonna go, so. Dawn takes 16, and I think everybody else takes 8, as a wave of energy comes off of Dag. It ripples off as that, at the end of this turn, when his defenses went down, this thing ripples off at the start of the next round. Dawn, roll me an athletics.
Even me up on top of the roof?
Even me with a nat 20?
Yeah.
No, nat 20s don't take any damage.
Thank you.
And that was a natural 1 for you, Dawn? Is that a 1?
No, it was a 5. I rolled a 5.
Okay, 5. Okay, roll me an athletics check at disadvantage to hold on to him as this thing kind of emanates from him.
All right. An 11.
He squirms away as he begins to run towards the construction workers. It's not his turn, but you can see his intent. Robert's
Opportunity attack?
It's his intent. You see him kind of hit and go, eh! And now it's your turn.
Yuknon, you would see, like, as this energy wave goes out and kind of blasts Yuknon off of him and he squirrels away, Yuknon's head slams into the side of the street there really hard. You can actually see like a little bit of blood pulling out from underneath of it. And his eyes are shut for just a moment, and then they snap back open wide. And that's my relentless endurance, because that knocked me out. So I'm back up to 1 hit point.
Roberts?
I'm really torn right now between just trying to murder him or not trying to murder him. It wouldn't look great if I murdered him right now, right? It wouldn't look great.
I'd love it.
I kind of want to kill him. I'm gonna kick him. I'm
Okay.
just gonna kick him as hard as I can with an unarmed attack. And then I'm gonna try and pin him down with my foot on the ground. I'm bigger than him, so I'm assuming I can do it.
You're going to attempt to grapple?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna kick him first to knock him down onto his like stomach or his side, and then I'm just gonna step on him.
Okay.
And
Well,
it's
that
gonna
would be
really hot.
That would be 2. So if you can pick one or the other, I will allow you for flavor to make it look like you're kicking him, but with the intent to step on him to kind of like heel drive into Dag for like this like sexually dominant grapple or whatever it is we're trying to do. So
Yes. Okay, I'll do that. What do I need to roll?
just roll me in athletics.
Okay. I'm gonna use an advantage. What the fuck ever. 17.
Okay, you're able to get him back down to the ground. We'll say you've knocked him prone. He's you're standing on top of him, but he's he doesn't really say that, but he thinks it. He thinks it
A
loud.
rat.
Yeah, he's literally a rat.
Fucking hate him.
Yeah, and I'm just holding him there.
Okay.
Pissed. So fucking mad that she's not killing him. She wishes she was.
Okay. Bianca.
The end.
Hi. It me. Seeing his intent, I run up to the construction workers and I look for the one who seems to be in charge.
There is a dwarf that seems to be heading all of them. He's got tattoos from up the backs of his hand, up his fingers, all the way up to his elbows that are rolled up. You don't know, but this is Cuddles.
That's Cuddles?
Yeah.
Can I roll Renown before I start blabbing my mouth at them?
Sure.
Can I use advantage for Renown or no?
No. Renown's just a
Okay.
straight roll.
Copy. I hate myself sometimes. Okay. I don't want to comment on that. That seems right. So as she gets up to them, she has her hands up. Oh, God. Just hands up, like trying to stop them. Where this looks really bad. We are not trying to kill him. He's involved with some of the things going on. Thrill Quill, Brother Ben is dead. Sister Tasha, they all know up at the pagoda. Something's wrong with him and he's attacked us. He has colleagues that he's in league with who have attacked us. And she's like gesturing at her neck and just like total like almost like supplication, like please don't.
This is going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Everybody's looking and...
Yeah, okay, I'll use an advantage to cancel it out, which gives me my... Oh wait, no, it's already canceled out because I have advantage on persuasion checks. So
Okay.
I'll use an advantage to just get my advantage back.
You're using double advantage?
One of them's natural.
I
One
have
of
a
them
natural
is innate.
advantage. I have an innate advantage on persuasion checks that cancels the disadvantage out.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. The DC is already hard on this because
Yeah.
there's been failed persuasion so far.
Yeah.
But I'll let you roll it with advantage here. But we might readdress the double secret advantage at some point.
It's not.
Okay, go ahead.
It's fair.
I know it's an ability. Go ahead.
Why am I doing that?
Half of them stop. So of the 5, 6 that are coming over, 3 of them stop, but Cuddles and the one closest, excuse me, as he begins to kind of move past you. We're just going to stop this. So with 3 of them kind of separated, 2 of them continue to move, but you stop 3 of them. They're confused. They're not real sure exactly what's happening. So do you have anything else you'd like to try, Bianca?
Nope.
Okay. Ulfsik.
I'm going to make a grapple attack on Dag.
Okay. Can I assume that everybody's going to dogpile Dag? Is that
I'm already
what
stepping on him. You just hit him.
you're stepping on him, right?
He's grappled.
Is he grappled or is
Oh
he
yeah,
prone, or
he's
is he
grappled.
both?
He's grappled. I did a grapple check, but it's just with my foot.
Okay.
He's so small.
So here's what I want to do. I would like to get up close to Dag. I don't know if has my illusion broken.
By this point, yeah. I mean,
So I want to whisper, like go up to Dag and like get close enough to him to whisper in his ear that only he can hear. This will not end well for you, because if we kill you, then the whole town will know that you are not who you say you are. But if you play along with us, then maybe things might go your way. Choose wisely.
roll persuasion.
Can I use an advantage on that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, son of a turd.
He puts his arms up.
I give up. This must be some type of misunderstanding.
And also, do I still have...
It's gone. He looks up.
Just let me up. Cuddles, it's okay. Just let me up.
Roberts, do you let him up?
No fucking way. Absolutely not.
He stage whispers.
This one told me to play along.
You can play along on the ground.
He cocks his head a bit.
There's strangers here.
So are you.
They don't know that.
They will.
She shrugs a little bit.
At this point, Cuddles gets over there, but he's not doing anything. Osmond gets over there. We're out of combat, so the crowd begins to kind of semicircle around here a bit as the same heightened awareness of what happened with Thrillquill, of the rumors that are spreading through the bend. Everyone's here to not rubberneck, but again, it's a response of a small town, and they're standing about here.
Greg, are his eyes still swirling with stars?
No.
Yuknon like pushes up to his feet after he snaps back up, and he's got like this wild look in his eyes. That ice is reformed on his arm. The ice that had broken away is regrown all the way down to the bottom of his fist. And he's gonna stomp over. Is she still keeping her foot on him? He slugs him right in the chin. He tries to knock him out. He doesn't care if people are around.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just do a straight athletics. You and Cuddles, who's going to step in your way.
Oh, a 6.
It's a 10 for Cuddles.
It's a natural 1 for me.
Oh, damn it.
Cuddles doesn't hurt you. Cuddles just kind of steps and he's like, "Wait, slow down there, son. Slow down. Let's talk about this."
He pulls back his fist just a little bit.
Cuddles pulls himself up like on his like he's gonna take it. Calm yourself.
I am calm. He is ensorcelled, just like the ones who killed the monk.
Dag, are you ensorcelled?
No, I'm fine.
I lie to you. He's lying to you. Look at my friends. And then he gestures and he points to Bianca in particular, who I think looks bruised,
Who
burned.
looks like
Burned.
shit.
Yeah.
Bianca
Yeah.
and James look rough.
And
there's just
Ulfsik
that.
even got blasted in
And
the
so does
chest,
Yuk-
too.
and so does Yuknon. Yeah, Yugnon's
Yeah.
barely standing.
Roberts
he
looks
kinda
great.
like topper.
I'm
You
back,
always
up,
look
I'm,
great.
back up to,
Thank
I'm
you.
back up to 18, so I feel
Yeah.
pretty good.
Well, Yugnon's
Please.
at 1, and he's kind of lighting on his, like he's kind of swaying on his feet, and he says, "Do you think that gnome, if he were himself, without other powers inside of him, could have stood against all of us?"
He's a halfling.
I didn't stand against anybody.
Whatever, the short one.
Just
Please.
shut your mouth, Dag.
Cuddles is like,
Please.
watch your mouth. As soon as you
James
say
is
the
gonna try
short
to
one.
sneak off the roof.
Please,
Ugh.
Ironbender is missing. Please listen.
That sends a murmur through the crowd.
Please, we're just trying to help. Protect you all. He's dangerous.
You won't know me.
Can I roll renown now?
Yeah.
I did win the vote. Can I go ahead and get that, please?
You can roll a d4 of renown. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd love to do that right now. Oh, 1. That's okay.
Yeah,
Makes my
still
renown
lower.
9.
That's awesome.
Great. A 12?
They're listening. If you take the stage, Summer, they're paying attention to you. They seem to kind of push to the periphery everybody else. Bianca is kind of off center stage right now. They're looking at her because she was indicated by Yuknon and she appears damaged. There are several people that are asking you if you're all right from like 10 feet away, Bianca. But James is suspicious because he's carrying loot. Yuknon is suspicious because he tried to hit somebody. Ulfsik is suspicious because he's brandishing weapons. But for some reason, Roberts is enough to draw the attention, at least to you for a moment. They don't seem to be trying to intercept you, but you still have your foot on Dag's chest. And you hear from behind you Osmond say, if you let him up, I think they might listen to you.
She's not going to let her foot up right away. She says, Ironbender thought that we were brought here for a reason. He is gone now. Brother Ben is dead. There was something here, a monster, that is threatening the Bend. We have nothing but the best intentions for this place, but this Dag is a murderer. He's
Rip.
not who you think he is.
At the mention of Dag being a murderer, ripples of just kind of almost explosions of doubt. No! From the crowd as it kind of just ripples away from you all, but no one moves towards you.
You never expect your neighbors to be killers, but they are. We are trying to protect you, and I will let him up if that's what you want, but he will only cause more harm. Please let us take him.
Cuddles, who seems to be the senior member of the town, at least for right now, he just let him up. Yeah, just no one's fighting here. No one's gonna fight. Just let him up. We'll talk to everyone. We'll listen.
Robert glances over at Yuknon to see if
He shakes his head quickly and just kind of says low underneath his breath, Thrill Quill can show them.
she's going to lean down and grab Dag by like the back of his shirt and yank him up to his feet, but she is not letting go of him.
Everybody, Cuddles. But just calm down. Just everyone calm down. He's not going anywhere. We're not gonna... Dag's staying right here. Everyone's staying right here. Just hands off one another.
I cannot, in good conscience, let him go. I'm not going to put you in that kind of danger. I don't care that you don't think you're in danger. You are.
Dag, what's this all about? I have no idea. He came into my shop and... Listen, we'll talk about this. Something's wrong, but I'm not ensorcelled, for God's sakes.
No, he's not. He's just himself.
See? Okay.
Would you come with us to the pagoda to see Thrillquill? She can tell you.
Fine. Just... everyone take a step away from one another.
No. You'll have to literally drag me off of him.
I don't want to do that. He's not going anywhere.
So says you.
I don't know what to do here. I'm building a stable, for God's sakes. I'm not...
Why don't you follow us?
Just walk with us.
You tell me you don't want those bastards around, they're not here. Roll me a persuasion check, Roberts.
Okay, I'll use my last advantage. 18.
All right. Okay. All right. To the pagoda. We're gonna walk to the pagoda, everyone. Just going to the pagoda. Okay. Lead away.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk with Dag, keeping my hand on him constantly.
Yeah,
Up
I'm
the hill.
looking at his hands for any sign of that he's going to try to do something, like get out of there somehow. Not physically. I'm looking for casting signs because it's what I do.
Roll me perception with advantage. He's casting something.
Roberts, his arms.
Oh, I'll grab him and pull him behind his back.
Let us roll a... Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's all do... Pick your dexterity of choice, everyone.
Okay.
Let's just do straight dexterity checks here, so we kind of cover all of the quick and all of the nimble.
I would have went back in the window.
I'm gonna use my advantage that I just got.
And I am going to use the one I got in episode 1. There we go.
I'll use an advantage.
21.
Use one as well.
Nice. This ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Critical.
Great.
I guess I'll use. Do I have to roll 2, Jeej?
You can. But this is primarily between
Right.
Bianca, Roberts, and...
I would be going back in the window.
Okay, yeah, you haven't even come down yet, have you?
Right. I'm trying to just like be as inconspicuous as I can.
I can't with you.
The priest is robbing the store.
None of us will deny that.
No,
Typical
none of us.
priest. Right.
Literally, none of us have said he's not looting the shit out of Dag.
Because he is.
Yeah. Yep. So, 21.
Okay.
18? What does he have?
He have 14.
Is that all he has?
No, his modifier takes him to a 17.
Well.
Good. Okay, I'm still before him.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. He's casting something.
Yep.
Because his hands are free, he has gotten through enough. I need to know what actions that Bianca and what actions Roberts would like to do here.
I'm grabbing his arms and I'm pulling them behind his back.
I have Ozzy's hot leather wraps.
I'll
'Cause they were
literally-
on me, and I'll put them, as she grabs him, I'll wrap them around.
I'm not afraid to break his arms.
Okay. You can see that the
I hate
crowd around you that did not notice this, reacts very unfavorably to this new kind of aggression as hands are reaching out. Like Cuddles is trying to hit everybody, just trying to stop, not hurt, interpose himself as all this is going on. Roberts, you're the one that's going to, because you got the highest right here, right?
Mhm.
Roberts, then what are you doing?
Sorry to be a dick. I did use advantage and got a critical.
Right. You weren't made aware of this. She yelled out directly to Roberts. I'm going to use your advantage for something else if it comes into play, Billy.
Okay,
But
sorry, didn't understand.
No. Yeah. So as this is going down, I need to know what action you take, Roberts.
I'm restraining him. I'm grabbing his arms and I'm pulling them back.
Roll me a opposed athletics then.
Sure. Oh man, I'm scared. 19.
You grab his arms and pull him back.
Yep.
He is wearing a ruby ring.
Can I rip that shit off? Oh, shit. Can I get that from him?
I'll get it.
Okay. I can't look for mine, so.
Yeah. As she pulls him back, I am wrapping the wraps around his arms and looking at Cuddles. He's casting something. You have to know he has magic.
I need an opposed athletics as Cuddles takes you from behind, Roberts. And
Sure.
grabs you, just trying to pull you off of
17.
We need to do that because that's a 17 for him as well. So let's
I'll
re-roll.
cutting
Great.
words him.
Okay. It's going to be at least one then, right?
Yeah. I'm like, you know he has magic. He is casting something.
I just shoulder him off.
Cuddles gets knocked
Yeah,
back.
I don't need to roll that. Yeah.
And
Do I need to
Great.
roll something to tie him?
no, you can get him tied.
Okay,
You beat
great.
everything. Everything's all right.
And I'm gonna look at Bianca and say, the ring.
Where's the one you found?
She just kind of looks at her bag, like it's probably in her bag, but she doesn't know.
We saw something. She's, I guess, talking to Cuddles is the only person of authority who's shown up. We found a ring like that. The creature that attacked us left it behind. We're not hurting him. Look, she takes the knife that she has and she like throws it away.
And it hits an innocent
Somebody screams, "Oh my god!" But then they realize it's not.
A cat sound.
She throws it at the
No
Mel
animals.
Brooks cat sound.
Yeah.
And Billy, take back your advantage. It's not going to happen. So I don't want you to waste that on that.
Look at me. I beat to shit. I couldn't hurt him if I wanted to.
I could.
Dag's just
undermining thing.
looking at everybody like, I can't believe you're not going to help me.
I could hurt him if I wanted to, but I'm not, because I want to talk to him.
These are strangers. They have me wrapped up like some kind of common criminal. I've lived here for 12 years.
Everybody in the crowd seems to be siding with Dag. At least their murmurs do.
I'm gonna not wait for this bullshit anymore. I'm marching him up the hill. Goodbye, everybody.
Did you take the ring off of him? Did that happen? Did we see?
Can I? Can I?
Are you going to try?
Yeah.
They're robbing me right in front of
Oh
you.
my god, I'm trying to show a comparison. You are not. I don't know what you are.
Snake.
Snake. Look, Roberts, give me your bag.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking it off because he's a little shit. And I'm going to, like, I don't know, can I
The
give
crowd
him
of the
your...
bend is not allowing you to pass, Roberts.
Can someone just go get Sister Tasha? Go get Thrillquill, Mildred, anyone there. Just go get them, bring them here.
From the back, you hear, "Turn him loose!"
Who the fuck said that?
Yeah, who said that?
Oh, just a crowd.
I'm gonna look straight in their eyes with the most heated glare. I'm gonna say, fuck you.
Yeah, the crowd's not moving. James, you are not in the crowd. You're looking down on what is quickly becoming a mob situation.
Can I move? Like, if I'm not pulling Dag, can I move?
You're basically all surrounded at this point.
I've already climbed in the window to get to get downstairs.
Yuknon and Ulfsik, it's almost like there's a circle of humanity. It's Dag, it's Roberts, it's Bianca, with Ulfsik and Yuknon kind of in with the rest of the Ben people. They're giving them space, but you guys are the nucleus of this atom.
How close are we to the pagoda?
Yeah, we were on our way.
Do I think I can
where
run
are
through and get to the pagoda before the crowd?
You don't
Hold
have
your
anybody
hood.
surrounding me. You're
Right,
surrounding
that's
me.
what I mean. Can I get through the house and get to the pagoda?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Are you
that's
running
what
for
he's
speed or for stealth?
Oh, he's probably gonna. Well, he's gonna use stealth at first to get by people. Yes.
Are you carrying the bag?
Just stash it. We'll come
Just
back for it.
fucking
Yes.
drop
Okay.
it, Steve.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to. I don't mind. Bury me with my loot. He's gonna. He's gonna probably. He probably would drop the bag. Yes,
Just put
he
it in a
probably would
bush.
drop the bag behind a door or something real fast. He's not gonna run out with a bag. Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
Can
Have
I
to
see
ask.
Yuknon? Can I see Yuknon?
You can all see each other, but this is quickly becoming like a.
And I'm gonna run with.
There are
speed.
no torches or pitchforks, but there's a
Yeah,
mob.
I telepathically say to Yuknon for Bastard's Blow.
Yuknon kind of steps up to, like, if there's like a rock or anything that makes him even a little bit taller than normal, just so more people in the crowd can see him. And he raises a hand, and he takes out the whistle. And then he blows the whistle.
And that's where we'll end this session of the Realms Remembered. Well,
North.
I'm going to rename the title to Here, 100 yards away,
The
A
place
foot-
will never leave.
a football field. Alrighty. Shame on me for... Damn it.
You did this.
I did. I really did. I have a clock for Dag, and I was so praying for the rest and then to Dag. I should have fudged it, but I didn't fudge it. Let's go around and talk to my fudgers. Don, how are you doing, bud?
I'm good. This is a fun one. It didn't go as we expected, but that's to be expected. And I'm starting to come around on Steven's logic about having a long rest before we ride north. I think I'm there finally at 1 hit point with no resources of any kind remaining.
I've been begging him all week, by the way, all of them, and they're all like, "Oh, we gotta go. Okay.
Staffen,
So-
you have figured it out. Yuknon is the whistleblower. Now we know.
It was always going to be the whistleblower. Yeah, no, I had a great time. Looking forward to finding out what happens when you blow the whistle. And you can find me later this week, I guess. I'm kind of in a hiatus right now. I'm doing a lot of writing. I have a lot of cool projects coming up, but I'm kind of quiet on those. You'll hear about them if you're following me on Twitter. Later this week, there's going to be a great Festival of Lanterns episode for our Game of Thrones campaign over on RPG Webby. So it's Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like Game of Thrones, you're around, check it out. It's a really great campaign with a lot of great people, friends of the channel and whatnot. And then I'll be back here next week. I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic, my friend Steven. How are you doing, buddy? From priest to thief.
I'm sitting here saying to myself, I'm trying to justify. I was trying to just find magic items to help us out, but then I'm like, well, no, I'm just a looter. I can't help it. It's just my nature. I like to take things whenever there's opportunity to get them. So, blast today. I didn't really, like I said, there wasn't really, without my spells and stuff, I feel pretty useless except for fighting. So, I got to make do with what I can do. And, I had a blast today, but everybody was great. We'll see what happens.
Well,
Thanks. Catch me in a minute, I guess, in Deadlands.
Spare the Dying was clutch, man. It's a very good,
I would save Lauren any day of the week because I love her.
Summer, how are you doing, friend?
I hate this place. I hate this guy. I'm so ready to leave, but we can't leave because it's in danger and they don't know that they're in danger and we have to save them and it's so dumb. I hate them. I hate all these dumb people. Had a really good time though. I should have just kept my mouth shut about the candle. Should have just let Dad get away, but oh well, whatever. I'm Summer. You can find me online at Just a Summer Job. That's where I tweet and retweet about everything that I've got going on. Obviously, here every Monday. We're so ready to go. Y'all can have that long rest over my dead body, which is going to take a second because I'm doing great, doing fine. We're getting out of here. And yeah, games all week over on Off the Table. So just catch me there tomorrow through Friday. It's going to be a time.
Fantastic, my friend. I love the speech. I love the pleadings. This reminded me of Tombstone, the movie, when Kurt Russell and everybody brought out members of the Cowboys with the red sashes on, and the crowd kind of around, prompted by the Cowboys, is forming a little bit of frontier justice, which bleeds in the Deadlands. But I loved it. The impassioned plea was very good, but sometimes the devil you know. Speaking of which, Billy, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. What, the devil we know? What's it me?
Never.
Yeah, I had a hoot. These are challenges, and we are learning how to work together as a cohesive team. So if you know anyone that can teach us how to do that, that would be great. There's just so much stuff. Like, everything's so complex, and my brain is constantly racked. And I love how honestly and truthfully everyone is playing what their character's intent, and it's really great because it's all over the place, and I love it. If you want to follow me on the internet, you can find me on the Twitters at Bill of the Forest, where I tweet about weightlifting and other TTRPG stuff. That's it. That's what I got going on. Love the show, love this cast. We got an epilogue coming up for May Black Roses Bloom sometime soon. It'll be an eventually situation. But I'm looking forward to next Monday. This is a hoot.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And finally, last but certainly not least, Lauren. Lauren, my friend, how are you?
I'm a mess. I think that's pretty apparent. I don't know. Outro stuff. That's all too ginger. All that. I need a nap.
Me too. My friends, I love you all very much. Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team here on the Twitch. We've got Marshall Jim ready to take us back into the Old West here in about 35 minutes time for our Deadlands campaign, The Road to Desperation. Great stuff. Loving the system very much. Exploding dice are and playing cards and exploding dice. It's a heck of a thing. Also coming up very soon, we have the aforementioned epilogue to May Black Roses Bloom. Please check that out and look for it. A lot of additional fun stuff. Katie Faze is running an awesome Friday afternoon show starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Monsters of the Week. Samhain. And I can't wait to continue that little investigative thriller with a lot of brand new friends I haven't had a chance to play with yet. Really, really fun. And also, please join us on Discord. We have a lot of fun things. In fact, we have just started, we just had a bunch of the Legion come over from the community, and we are going to be playing Watchmen, a Watchmen tale called Port of the Black Freighter. It takes place from Halloween night to November 2nd, 1985. It takes place in Cuba, and we have 10 players who will be running their various heroes using the Blades in the Dark system. So I cannot wait for that. Be looking for that as it creeps ever closer to that time. Tick tock. But get ready for Deadlands. It's coming up very soon. As the campfire goes down, there's only one thing left to say. You can't always roll nat 20s unless you have incredible Legion, unless you've got Staff, unless you've got Sphinx, unless you've got Levi, unless you've got Hawk, unless you got everybody popping up here to give us help. Katie also came in and gave us help, keeping people alive, keeping them upright. That's how you can always roll nat 20s. And you can also always role play. We'll see you next time, friends. If I can get this to work. What's going on? Darn, here we go.
3,000 miles from home, trying to say to but I will get there soon. 30 days I walk down this way, singing my madness to the moon. I met a cat on a tree, and it talked to me about things we don't see. I asked it, how do I know which is the right way to go to get me home? And it said,